opportunity to talk, and I said, were Baba Awolowo to be alive, what would be his statement at this time to Nigerians? I just asked myself, because we cannot pretend that our nation is not in a dilemma of some sort, political, economic, even spiritual. And I asked myself, were he to be alive, wouldn't there have been an issue that Nigerians would be shooting now, as he would normally do? I pondered, and I came to a very short conclusion. I said, yes, no doubt. Then trying to imitate him, not to be like him. Trying to imitate him. What will should I be given an opportunity on the microphone? What will I therefore say without writing it down? And I reflected so deeply, and I came to a simple conclusion. The conclusion is this: people will not agree, might not agree lightly with me. Of course, Baba was quite controversial too at his own time. He never cared for who or the number of who was with him. He would just say what he felt was important. And I said, we have made so much bone of restructuring the country. I did too. And I'm not playing it down. It's very important to restructure Nigeria. But that cannot be the real challenge of our nation, and at this time. So what is it that Baba will have raised at this critical moment of our life as a nation? I came to me that is what in the complex form I will call concept of money. As a nation, from the intellectual height of our academics to the general knowledge of the middle class and their zeal ignorance of the oil polloi, concept of money is the critical deficiency of our nation. And how did I come into it? Whenever I flew over Europe, I asked myself, how did these people develop this society to this level? Particularly after the Second World War, when virtually 3/4 of the space was destroyed everywhere, from Portugal to the eastern boundary of Europe, destroyed. How was Europe able to redevelop itself to the level it is today? I need to ask myself every time. The island that was spared physical destruction was socially traumatized, and that is Britain, the United Kingdom. Because for months, close to 1 year, no food or imported good could enter the United Kingdom during the Second World War, because the English Channel was blocked. And yet Britain survived soon after. And I say it has to do with our knowledge of value for money, which I want to put in an honorary sense, productivity. Because a nation that does not care how his income is distributed to his classes of workers, and I use worker generally now, from the elite to the lowest class of worker, cannot be said to be a serious country. Cannot. And is the basis for the misery, the mass terrible poverty that has defined our lives. We don't even know that is this poverty in its grinding and classical form that is at the bottom of almost unbelievable corruption that we are saddled with. And for this poverty to be managed, we are talking of elimination now, to be managed, productivity, which is efficiency of production, must be properly understood and used as the basis for income. Excuse me, sir. Until I was invited to talk. I will give a conclusion. Until income is predicated on production of either good and appropriately so, and service, we are going nowhere. Until income at all levels is predicated on production of good and service, blaming leaders, blaming followers, we just be chasing shadow. Whatever, and finally, whatever cannot be measured from the market to the office of the lawyer to the banks to wherever production is done, whatever cannot be measured cannot be managed. I thank you for the opportunity. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.